Flosstube, long time no see. It's not you, it's me. It's definitely me. What's been happening since, I can't even remember when it was. I know I was talking about Mania, so it was April, probably? Can't remember. You're back in the living room today because I can't be bothered to rearrange the whole house to try and get everything into the conservatory. So you are computer table, so you have messy bits of living room. Groot is over there. So you have today, we have Death of Rats as guest star. Try and look at camera. Not, I keep looking this side. Camera. You know this. This is usual. This is standard. Right, sit there, boy. No. See, I had him all nicely balanced, and then I moved him, and then everything falls over. So yes, I have. It's July. Yes, 3rd of July. I have been doing not a lot of stitching, really. Not a lot of stitching. Barely any Flosstube actual watching. Barely any TV actual watching. All I've been doing is reading. Last year, when I had finished working at the bookshop I've been working at for 13 years, something like that, I didn't read anything for 6 months. And that, bear in mind, I used to read 2-3 books a week. So that was a big thing. And I've still not been reading books. I can't even remember how I was looking for something and clicked something and clicked something else and ended up on a website called Archive of Our Own, which is fan fiction. Fan fiction-tastic. So I have been this far into all the Avengers fan fiction, basically. I found a really good thing that compares like book word length, so you can count it. So things like, it says like The Hobbit is 95,000 words long. Fellowship of the Ring is 177 and a bit thousand words long. And the stuff I'm probably reading as much as I did when I was reading actual books. But it's because it's all online and it's just it's the fanfic. It's hard to tell, but I'm probably reading. It's probably the equivalent. Look, the word count thing is on here. I will try and take a picture and put this in here so you can see what I'm talking about. But essentially, it's the equivalent of reading the first 3 Harry Potter books. See, I remember how fast I read those. This is the thing, it's got to be. Cat, what are you doing? Apologies, cat's just trashing the joint. Yeah, it's probably the equivalent of reading 3 or 4 books a week. Certainly there's been a couple where I'm reading longer things where they've been like there's 7 or 8 parts and each of those is however long, and it's probably the equivalent of like Lord of the Rings in a week, which is nice because it's been so long since I've read like that, but at the same time everything else has gone to pot. So yeah, so like basically no stitching, no real TV watching because can't watch TV and read at the same time, but yeah, that's what I've been doing. I'm here today because I've got a day of work. Because yesterday I did with some friends, I did the local hospice, Compton Hospice Colour Blast 5k. I'd like to say I ran it, but we all know that would be ridiculous. We walked it, we all walked it, and we walked it and we gossiped and we had a thoroughly good time, and then we all went home and had showers to remove the colour, and then we all went back to Hannah's house for a barbecue and then spent the afternoon there. So it was like the best Sunday, because one of the things at the moment is I can't people. So all my notifications are turned off, my Twitter notifications are turned off, my Facebook, WhatsApp, everything is off. I can't do people. I want to do people. I'm lonely, I'll confess that. I want to do people. I suspect I'm lonely because of the books of the fan fiction I'm reading where everybody's hugging all the time. So yeah, but it was nice. It was nice. It was nice to get out of my own head and to be forced to go out. Well, I made myself go out and people, and I enjoyed it. I can't guarantee how long it is before I do it again. But I was so bad at peopling that I had been putting every day on Instagram where I'd got to with Mania, and then I missed a day and worked on 2 the next day, and then just never managed to post them. So like half of Mania, but I did it. I did 31 days of InkCirclesMaynia, and they are here, and there's not a lot on most of them, but I figure I'll show them off because that's the only stitching I've done at all recently. So we'll wave it about and go, look, yay me, and then maybe I'll maybe I'll do some more work on them, because I want to sew on like all of them all the time. So we'll see. So oh, before I forget, insert pictures of colour run here. Yeah, you can see that was, yeah. So pictures, right? There are piles on the floor. So first pile of stuff. So the first one I did was the Stitchy Box Ink Circles Spring Tapestry, and I've got the blue colourway. For that one, as you said, didn't get very far. Got some done. That's like a, I don't even know, did I do it in the evening? I can't even remember. Ooh, look at that show through. Can't see it from the, can't see it, you can only see it with the lights behind it, but yeah. I think that's the one where the threads kept snapping on me the first couple of times I was doing things with it, because I'm not used to, it's gassed, I'm not used to those. So that was day 1, so that was Spring Tapestry. Day 2 was is the Not My 2017 the teaser page. Just got a little bit done. That's just going to be a little thing. I was doing them like it was the 15 minutes when I've got to work before I actually have to start work. I was doing them then, and then basically not touching them as soon as I got home. Reflections of London, which I started last year. This is Dinky Dyes silk called Noosa, and the fabric is it came out of a grab bag for somewhere, can't even remember now. That's where we are with that. So I did another chunk of that. That one was quite difficult to do at work because the fabric's dark, the holes are quite difficult to see. Okay, so that's day 3, and day 4 was Stained Glass Mistletoe, which has come out of a copy of Cross Stitcher, Christmas Ornaments 2014. So I know I'm showing the chart off, but there isn't a picture, so you've got that. And so you've got Minimalist Sparked Fabric. It's a theoretical one day, eventually maybe turn it into a tree ornament. Maybe. That's that. Day 5 was Holiday Magic, which is in here. See, look, Avengertastic. Which is, this is on a piece of ink. Lugana. It was a sample size piece that I got, which is exactly the right size. So that is Holiday Magic. That's where that got to. That's that one. That was quite nice, and it's quite satisfying when it fits in just a little thing. That's that one. Day 6, Anatolia. I can't remember how much more I did on this. I still... Here's the beautifulness. And here's where we are at the moment. I think I was filling in. Was I filling in? I certainly did something over here. I certainly filled in something and then I was filling in this. Again, every time I get it out, stitch. I want to do work on it. So that's Anatolia Day 7. The chalkboard mandala, which is one of the newish designs. That one. And this is, what's the fabric? This is ink. This is the big piece of ink that I bought for this. Again, I've not really got anywhere. Just got that, but better than nothing at all. And with this one, I don't quite know. There's a couple of bits on here I want to do in purple. I want to do the arrows. Certainly the arrows in purple. There may well be some other bits. They make me think, yeah, Avengers again, Hawkeye. So there's a purple to go on the arrows. When I eventually, in about 15 years, get there. This was a good idea for me to do in between sports day visits because it's making me think, oh, I want to sew things. Chalkboard mandala. Next one up is another new one. Dark shards. It's that one. I haven't got the colours for it. I think I bought all the colours for it. I was just starting. It's supposed to be dark blue. That outline. But I just started doing it in black. And the fabric is invisible. This is Violets by the Crafty Kitten. Because basically this was a good excuse to go through all the fabric I've had in like the mystery boxes and stuff, and I used it all for this. I figured that was a good way of doing it. So some things like this is obviously that's just on white, but I thought, well, I'll do it on that and then we'll just see what colours I want to use to fill in when I get there eventually. Dun, dun, dun. Time is 12:30. It's alright, Megan had sports day. I timed it really well. I booked this for holiday because of yesterday, and then Megan has sports day today. So I went to sports day this morning, and then there is second sports day this afternoon. And since she knows people, I know people in the nursery who will be there in the afternoon. I thought I'll go to both. So that's 1:30. Next one is Lobster Bouquet Ink Circles. That's one on her website. I think I downloaded that from. This one has actually had a bit more. This is the fabric is Ocean Depths. This has had a bit more work done on it, because of the fact that I was just really enjoying it. So actually this had like the day, and then probably another, I think it probably had like during an F1 race or something. I love the silk is Shades of Wine, Inky Dyes, and it's just, this is just gorgeous, and this is gorgeous, really, and it's handy. That's why that one has stayed on its key snap, so I can just grab it, do a bit more when I want to. Postman, thank you, Mr. Postman. Next up, Darla Squid and Friends. I love this. I love this so much. I've got all the thread for this, including like memory thread. So that's the Darla Squid and Friends. So you can see the memory threads for like the bridles. Look at it, it's so cute. So where have we got to with that one? Again, I'm not doing this on the kind of white. It was just a bit of whatever was kicking about. So we've got like one of the central motifs, and that is the head of the snail. That one. So we've got 2 with that. Snail head. Okay, 11, day 11. This heart of mine. I bought a whole load of bags for stuff. This heart of mine, which I can't even remember. I can't remember. And the fabric for this is Carnelian Murano from Crafty Kitten, and the fabric is Classic Colourworks Deep Blue. The floss is Classic Colourworks Deep Blue Sea. I like the way those two are working together. Ah, daylight. Yeah, you can see that. You know what I'm doing. Okay. It's not mine. Yes, next one is one of the Not My 2017 charts. This one is Horseplay. Again, I've just got random colours for this that I've picked. This is Tropical Lagoon in Opal. And you've not got much. You've got one bit that's going to go one way and one bit that's starting to go the other. Yeah. Okay, Horseplay, check. Next up, the 13th. When I did these, I did them so that the bigger ones were weekends. When I'd have more time to do on them. 1, 2, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So that was a Friday. This is a Saturday piece. Because I thought, oh no, I'll have more time to sew. More time to sew. I don't think so. Little alien schoolgirl came back out again to play, and I think I probably moved the Q-snap for it. Certainly finished that. So the first page. The first page is finished, and then I've moved the Q-snap across. I think I was doing some more. I can't even remember what I was doing. I know I finished that emblem. That is finished. Yeah, because there'd be traily threads if there wasn't. And then probably the giant sandworm of doom across the top there. It's the thing to work on. So that's that one. Little Alien Schoolgirl. Then on the 14th, this was trying to fill in a gap. Oh, the 14th was going to be a Valentine's 2010 ink spot thing, which is basically, that says love is blind, and they've kind of created the alphabet, and I was going to write something, chart it out and start doing it. And then when it came down to it, I was like, I never got round to doing the charting before the day I had to sew on it. So I started on, this was a InkCircles freebie from somewhere, and it's the May 2014 Celebrations of Needlework, and it's that one that I did on a piece of fabric called, it's alright, the other half is in here for the other day, on a piece of fabric called Sunflowers, because it's just beautiful, and the thread is terracotta Dinky Dyes. So far that looks like. Before that looks like that. Where you can't get, oh, probably close with colour. Yeah. But again, it's what I pull it out the bag and I go, oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, that's that one. I won't put that back together, I will put that on there. Because I need to do something with it in a minute. I need to show you part 2. When part 2 comes up. Let's put that on that pile. Okay, celebrations of needlework. Stained glass. That one. Oh, sorry, piles all over the place. Stained glass mistletoe. No, stained glass holly. Which so far consists of that. A couple of holly berries in the middle. 16 pressed flowers, which is like a bookmark thing that came when I ordered from InkCircles. And this one is being done on plastic canvas, and it consists of that. So far, that's it. Because I basically obviously have to stitch, if I'm doing it on plastic canvas, I have to stitch like the white bits. Start with the white. That's that one. Truly Endless Knot 1, because I've finished Truly Endless Knot 2. That is the crazy, Truly Endless Knot 2 is Crazy Fairy Lights. And which I can show you in fact, because that's number 2. And so far, number 1 looks like that. Not a lot, really. That's because number 1 is there, so you can't see on there. There's lots of white, there's lots of bits there, which I've done on the other one. The equivalent bits are done in the sparkly green, so that's the green Krennic. Yep. Sparkly bits to start that one off. Next up, Reflections of Paris, because I love the Reflections series. So Reflections of Paris, which is that, which is on Midnight Sapphires Belfast from Crafty Kitten. And the thread for this is Lemon Myrtle Dinky Dye Silk. Because. And that's gone very grey, that blue. It's a lot blue. Yeah, there. That's probably right. Then you can't see the yellow. Yes, so that's that one. That was the 18th. That is because, I'm fairly sure it's because, yeah, Sarah, her birthday, and we'd done a switch, we'd done a chart swap, and that's the one she sent me, so I did it on her. Perfectly Ordinary British Police Box. That one. I don't have a Redgate. I've had stuff from Redgate Stitchery. I haven't got any of their wooden shapes. This one came from another Etsy seller and is slightly bigger than the suggested one on the front. It's wider, so I've just offset the top. I'm going to offset it and rearrange it. I love doing these. They're quite hard on the needle. But yeah, it's good fun. Next one, this is my definitely a favourite. This is Turtles All the Way Down, and mine is not going to be that long. Mine's going to be bigger. I basically measured the drop from the top of the bookcase there, there, down, down, come on arm, go where I want you to there, where the other bookshelves are, and measured how big that was going to be, how long that is. And let me find the thing. Bookcase drop, it's 50 inches from that top of the bookcase to the bottom bit, so those 4 shelves are 50 inches. And then I worked out how big each turtle was and how many I needed to do to repeat it and stuff like that. And I ordered a piece of fabric in Dr. Smith's Tonic from Sparklies, which is 9 inches by 54 inches. And I ordered that. And you can potentially see how much fabric is just rolled up there. Because basically I'm going to do it, I want it to do it to fit down the hole. It's not going to be that side of the bookcase, it's going to be the other end that you can't quite see, because that's where the Cherry Pratchett books are. So that's where that's going. So yes, turtles all the way down, which currently looks like this. So that's the very bottom turtle. And the turtle's feet are all being done in... there are all the threads in here because I had a bit of a moment. What are you? Cocoa Bean by Dinky Dyes is going to be all the turtles, all the feet, all the heads and the feet for all the turtles, and the tail are Cocoa Bean. And then the rest of them, I bought a shed load of silks from Silks for You, which I'm fairly sure I put a picture up of a while ago. If I did take pictures, I'll insert them here. But yeah, various bundles of silks, different colours, and then they're going to be used for different turtles. Just going to do all the turtles and just keep going. Yeah, each of the top turtles. So I'll obviously do that bit and then do those and then start again here with that design turtle and go up again till I run out of fabric. And then I want to, yeah, turn it into some kind of hanging thing and hang it off the bookcase. But that's, again, that's one that got a couple of days on it because I just liked it, and that's why it's still in the thing. All the other, there was a lot of kind of like, how many Q snaps have I got, and rotating things around Q snaps. So turtles all the way down, day 20. Day 21, reflections of Canada, where I'd ordered the chart and then I knew I had some fabric and was trying to find a thread that I thought was going to be bright red enough. Kept looking around, couldn't quite pick one, went for Waratah by Dinky Dyes, which is looking very pink there for some reason. And then it turned out that that was actually the colour used in the model as well. So that worked out quite well. I only did a tiny bit on that. Really tiny bit on that. That's going to get done. Okay, next up, 22 is Loopy. No, not my 2017 one. With like 4 colourways that she's given me colours and things for. I've gone with, I like this colour, and picked some fabric. I can't remember what the fabric is. Fabric, what are you? Golden Citrine. Crafty Kitten again, came out of a mystery bag again. So we've got a little bit of gold in the middle. And then some of this. In fact, I can tell you what this is. This is the stuff I've got a cone of. For, where are you? Apologies for the whole completely mismatched jumper skirt thing. That's because I just yanked on a skirt when I got home from the first sports day, and I'm going to get dressed again properly when I go out later. 3808. I bought myself a giant cone of it because it's the main colour in a lot of the donor stitch ones, like the frozen one. That's why I bought that. So a few of these ended up with that because I was just like, yes, I've got that thread, hack. Chop a length off and go. Alright, Loopy, 4 in the bush. This is another ink spot one with like birds in each corner. And again, this gives you like a colourway, and I was just like, meh, just find a green and go. I don't know what the fabric is. The fabric is come out of a mystery, like a grab bag. It's 28, I think it's 28 count. The holes seem a lot bigger than everything else. I know I measured it so that if it was 28 count, it would still fit on the fabric. We just did that bit. Again, that's 15 minutes one morning. That's it. I went so very fast. Next up is Bright, we're nearly there, it's 24 Bright Flake, which is, doesn't have a picture. It's come from Just Cross Stitch, one of the Christmassy ones, and it's supposed to be a Christmas decoration. And I haven't got the colours and things that it's supposed to be, so I just started with like a bright red for that, and then there'll be some blue acrylic, because then after that I went back to the Celebrations of Needlework, this time doing the top chart, and that's that so far. That fabric is Aries by Sparklies. Yes, I'd ordered a load of pieces that were 9 by 13 because I like the colours, and then I was like, I'll find something to put on them. So it was just finding the right size things. Which this is one of them. Get in there. Okay, Turrets in Town. Another one of those ones that looks like that. Oh, okay. So this is a piece of, what are you fabric? Opals, opalescent opals, Belfast linen from Sparklies, and you may well recognise this colour. Again, that's where we are with that. Little bit. Start of a turret. They're windows. You know. It's a start, isn't it? They're going to sit around, so might as well start them. After Turrets in Town was Blackstone Fantasy Garden, which is one of those ones I've wanted to do for ages. I'd bought the chart forever ago. I've been floss tubing for over a year because I'm sure I started in like April, May last year. And it's one of the first charts. I did a big order directly from Ink Circles and got customs charged, and that was in that order. This is Carrie's Creation Threads again, I think. Yes, it is Carrie's Creation Threads again. She sells them as again, you get those as a pack. It's obviously a lot of backstitch, or yeah. That's where we are so far, just that little bit. So that is the centre. It's done the middle so far. But again, I really like this. It's just, yeah, I love it. That's why it's still on the goose snap. I want to get going on it eventually. Blackstone Fantasy Garden. Next one up is this. I love this. I love this. I love this. I love this. I bought fabric specifically for this. I bought a piece of parchment from Sparklies, 18 by 27. I have another pouch that is Tan Audle. Catherine, no, can't remember her name. We've been friends via Twitter forever because her name, Tan Audle, comes from a Diana and Jones book. And I loved her illustrations, and she's actually like an important illustrator, which I never knew for ages, but that was something she did at Crestomancy Castle thing. So 99. Look at all those lovely bottles. I am sorry about the reflections. I'm a terrible person. So the one I've been doing is like 1, 2, 3, 4, that bottle, I think, middle bottle, middle shelf. Looks like that. That's better, you can see the mottling better now. The colour's not quite right. That's that. The model is stitched on AOR by Picture This Plus, but the Picture This Plus fabric, when I've used it, the couple of bits of it I've used, I've not actually liked that much, and I didn't want to have to spend however much to get that bit of fabric and then not really like it, and I knew I liked sparkly stuff, so yeah. That's that one. That currently lives on top of Anatolia in a box, because it's right there to grab when I need it. 3 left. Another one where I ordered a piece of fabric specifically for it. This is Dogpile. By Ink Circles. And again, that's folded. Yeah. And then that's the obviously the height. So we have, I don't even know which way up this should be now. There we are, it's foot. It's a foot, well, 2 feet and some stomach. That one, I mean, I'm sure I had that on a Q-snap. I think I must have taken it off a Q-snap to put something else back on. Can't remember what. The last 2, which were easy peasy too, because I was just at that point where I was just like, not the size of the tree, which was in a just cross stitch, which is that. And so far I have done all that one got, and then the second one is, it's not the size of the gift, and again I haven't, with these I've gone for close colours, I've not got the exact charted colours, and this one has So that was my Mania a month and a bit ago. It was good fun. It kept me sewing, because apart from this, where I was making myself, I was making sure I spent the time on it in the morning, and then I was going to try and work on it in the afternoon, and then I'd usually just come home and read. It did keep me sewing that month. Obviously then I hit June, I didn't have to do Mania anymore. I'm procrastinating about working on the sunflower picture, which I've pulled out, which I've done some on. I did some back stitch on it the other day, like not this weekend, last weekend while watching the Grand Prix, but then the Grand Prix got too exciting, so I stopped stitching. But I'm going to be working on that again. I need to get that finished. I was aiming to have it finished by the middle of July so that I could take it for framing and then give it to my mum in August, but I'm not going to bother. Not for August, not bother, that sounds wrong. We're now going to visit for a week in October when it's her actual birthday, and I will take it to her then. So I've got time. However, I have something I really want to start. I haven't started it yet because I'm not sewing, but I really do want to start it, and this is the new, the latest one. It's the Labyrinth. And then there's a bonus square one too, and obviously I've got, I don't know if I've ever shown you this. Oh, look at the sunburn. It's not actually sunburn, it just looks sunburny. It's not sunburny. I have that tattoo and I have a labyrinth on the back of my neck, which I have no idea if you're going to be able to see or not. So if I watch this video back and I'm just looking stupid, then I'm looking stupid. I know, let's do clever reverse cameraing. There we go. is ridiculous, Kate. What the hell are you doing? Yes, you can see it. Ta-da! Yes, that was my first Valentine's Day present from Anthony. Valentine's 2007. So I'm very tempted to start this. They're not very, the paths are like, so yeah, when you look at that, the darkest colour, it looks really blurry, but it looks really blurry on here too. Just those middle bits, I think that's the way it works. Obviously you can see where the particular squares are. So like the black is obviously only 1 square wide, and then you've got a darker colour, and then you've got the lightest colour in there. So the paths are like 3 stitches. I really want to start it. Really, really. I'm not going to at the moment because I'd need to faff around with fabric, and I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. So it's nearly 1 o'clock. I've shown you all my Mania stuff. As I said, I've not been working on anything else. This is still a 40-minute video, plus adding pictures. But yes, if you've come along and watched, thank you for coming along and watching. I'm sorry I've not watched anyone's videos for like a month. Nobody's, not Emily's, not McKenna's, who were always the two where it's like, oh, notification of a video, watch that. Not Danielle's. Obviously Tracy, everybody's pops up. They pop up when I go into Facebook and I see people have put things up, and I'll have a look, and I need to. I've not run out of good stuff to read, because the problem is that I've read things by authors who are established fanfic authors. So I've read a lot of stuff that's like, you can see it because it comes in waves. There's a load of stuff that was written after the first Avengers film, after Avengers Assemble, a lot of which is based on the premise that they've all moved into the tower together, and you've got that kind of family, kind of friendship family group thing. And then you get a stack of stuff after Winter Soldier that I've been reading where it's that, and it kind of comes in waves. And some people have kind of picked stuff up and then gone off on this sort of, you know, alternate universe type things. And it's just there's probably 5 or 6 people where I've read everything they've done, and some of the stuff they've done has been series where they've gone back, you know, they've been writing this stuff, or this stuff was uploaded on there in 2012, and it's a 24 chapter thing, and then you have a second part to it which is however long, and the 3rd part and 4th part and 5th part and the 7th part is like what they are updating right now. So I've caught up with their stuff. But some of it is just so beautiful, I go back and reread it. There's one I've managed to reread twice, which I shouldn't have done because it terrifies me. That one, I will find that actually, because it's just awesome. And if you vaguely like it, anything like that, I will put that there. And if you don't, then don't look. But I will put that up because it's just awesome. And I've just waffled about that for 5 minutes. But this is the thing. It's, yeah, that is my current obsession. I spent the last year wanting to sew at every possible opportunity, and now it's bounced back to fiction, and it doesn't happen to be books that sit on bookcases, which is a lot cheaper, actually. Waffling, sorry. Thank you if you have been watching. Thank you if you've been listening to me waffle. I will see you again. I don't know when, but I will try. And Instagram is the most likely place you're going to find me, and you can always prod me if you're like, what are you doing? You haven't put a picture up. Prod me, and I will try and be more peoply. But thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. You're all just awesome. You know that. If you've watched this and you've put up with this, then you're awesome. I said so. And I had better go and get ready for Sports Day Pot Day. But